Today's video is taking this Chrysanthemum Stone. There are in rivers and stuff in different areas of the world crystals that get stuck in between rocks, and then they get compressed and make this, it just looks like a chrysanthemum, like the flower. But it is just crystals that have formed something that looks like that. I bought this at a metaphysical shop with my niece, but we are going to put a frame on it. Welcome to Curiosity Kitten, where I make videos attempting to demystify making. Arts, crafts, baking, and making in general. I do this by showing projects, including the setbacks, mistakes, and experimentation. Making things is not a perfect process. Errors will be made, but learning from the mistake and finding a solution is part of the fun. To hang it with my mounted butterflies and other fossils that I have. So I picked up this shadow box frame. I needed to make sure it was thick enough for the stone because the stone's fairly thick. So I know about a shadow box with pins already in it on the felt. And we're actually not going to use their cheap felt. We are going to use a piece of paper that I am going to cut to the correct size. That and this. And then I have a knife. Hold on, double checking because that seemed very little. And it was. I don't know what I was cutting to. There must have been other marks on that paper. I did get the width correct, but does it go with this line? Yes, I'm an idiot. Okay, it goes with this line. And we'll do just that side of it. And then we'll slice that, and here we go. So this is our piece of paper. We don't need the silica gel. And then we are going to figure out the best way to mount this so that it looks good in the box. I think I'm going to mount it that way so that it hangs right side up with the chrysanthemum up at the top. So first of all, I'm going to take this off because it is horrible and crappy. And then I will just leave that alone. Make sure my paper, I'm going to shorten it a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to mount this thing. No one's going to see the edges of the piece of paper, so there is no point in getting it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of glue to get the piece of paper to stick to this foam stuff that they have. And then I'm just going to pile up a ton of glue on the back of this so that it lays appropriately. So we're going to ooze a bunch of this out, and then we're going to stick it here in the middle and double check that all the parts are touching, and they are. So now we will just let that cool, and then we will put it in the frame. We can squeeze more glue into the crevices if we find that we need to. We can put a little bit more glue in here just to help hold it a little better. especially coming in from the top. No one's gonna see that. We can clean up the drip that we have over here. And I am doing this on a silicone mat so that if anything gets on the table, it will come off because it is on the silicone mat. And then we just let this dry. Oops. Put a little bit more glue under there. So really it's just a matter of letting this dry, and then we can peel off these little glue turds. Ah, that was so gooey. It made my fingers stick. What you doing, Bubba? Hi. You're a sweet baby. Hi. What do you think? Is Mama gonna rip it? I think so, but we'll find out. It could just all peel off and be fine. No, we're just not gonna bother with this. So I messed up and got glue, hot glue on the piece of paper that I was mounting the Chrysanthemum Stone to. So now I am carefully trying to pry the glue off of the stone without breaking it or gouging it. So I just needed to get some little corners pulled up so that I can pick off the glue that's on here. It's still kind of gummy, but as you can see, when I peeled it off, all this paper came off with it. So now we're just gonna try to get back to as close to square one as possible by chunking off all of this. I wanted to show that it doesn't always go as planned, and didn't want to edit out the error. Oh, that was a good one. That chunked off a bunch. And then here's another flow. Trying to keep my hands off the backside so that I don't gouge myself with a screwdriver. I'm just trying to wiggle the glue up off of the stone. I'm hoping that the tape being there will help the glue not come off in chunks under there. You don't have to get it all off. Like if some stays in these valleys and stuff, it's okay because it'll just get reheated and attached to the new glue. So I'm not worried about getting every little bit off. I'm just trying to walk the tip of the screwdriver up underneath the paper, and it's wiggling the glue out of the rock. You just don't want to push down straight with the blade, or else it could break the stone and then it would be pointless to have. Another chunk. Yeah, that's why I was trying to keep my hands away so I didn't hit them. Oh, there we go. Got a big chunk on that one. So now there's just this little bit, which, as I said before, we don't have to get out, but a big corner of it came loose with that last pull. So there we go. So now we're back to square one. I cut a new piece of paper to go on here. I really want to pry this foam off because it's just chipping. Oh, now that I have the screwdriver, yeah, I'm totally just going under here and I'm going to pry this off because it keeps melting every time I put hot glue on it to glue the paper down. So we're just gonna go under here with the screwdriver. A reminder that hot glue is hot and it will burn your fingers even if there's a piece of paper between you and the glue. Okay, now let's try this again. So we want to orient it so the chrysanthemum is facing that way. So I'm going to put a boatload of glue on the bottom. And then we are going to get it aligned, centered-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. Press it in to make sure it gets a good bond to the paper. I had foam on the bottom of my screwdriver. I wanted to get the glue that was hanging off there off. So now it's stuck. So we'll just let that sit and cool off so that it's permanently attached. And I need more glue. If you can see, there's a gap here where the glue stick has been used up. So what you do is take a new stick, put a little bit of glue on the bottom of it, and shove it in the hole to match up with the new one. And then it ties them together and you're good to go. I'm just putting a little bit more back behind the stone, but making sure not to dribble glue on the front like I did the last time. Clean up all of the glue strings, and then we just wait, like I said, for it to cool off. And now I can clean up my station while we're waiting on this to cool off. Now the rock is pretty cool. It's a little warm, but it's good enough. So now we're going to, well, it's pretty dirty, so let me go spray it off. That looks much better. Okay, so now we can put this in here. And without the foam, the backing is a little bit short, so it will be hanging from the this way, but it'll be this way, so it won't be that bad. And there is our framed, hi Skywalker, our framed chrysanthemum stone. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos in the future, please hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like announcements of when a new video is available, ring the little bell. Your support is greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you next time on Curiosity Kitten, where I demystify making.